OBGYN and menopause specialist. Her name is Dr. Mary Claire Haver. Dr. Haver's new book is called The New Menopause, Navigating Your Path Through Hormonal Change with Purpose, Power, and, listen to this, facts. Dr. Haver and Drew Barrymore, we're very glad to say, are joining us both. Hey, friend, very good to see
Gayle.
you. Hello, doctor.
Hi.
I want to start with you because I love your candor in the book. You say that you were not very good at it, being a menopause caregiver, you said, and that things changed for you when you started going through it. But you said you had no training, you were not prepared. Why were you so bad? Your own words.
Yeah, so I think in medical school, I got maybe an hour of menopause lecture, and it was, the menopause is the end of the periods, no more fertility, and a few hot flashes.
That's it.
The end.
Yes.
Wow. Then I did my obstetrics and gynecology residency, and I think in a 4-year curriculum, I maybe had 6 hours of lecture total. No menopause clinics, no nuanced training, and right at the end of my training was when the Women's Health Initiative came out, and all of a sudden, hormone therapy for most women was taken off the table.
And then it happened to you, doctor, and you thought what?
I didn't know what was going on. Yes. I gaslit
Drew,
myself.
and she's a doctor. Yeah. You gaslit yourself?
You know, a lot of things were happening at once, as is happening to most women, teenagers, ailing parents. My brother had passed away, and I thought I was grieving, and I had stopped my birth control pills. And it took me about 6 months to be like, wait, when was my last period?
Yeah.
Why am I getting up every night? Why am I having all this joint pain? Like what's happening? So then finally I was like, I'm in menopause. Like, oh my God, I'm old. No. I thought I had more time because I was only 48.
Yes.
And yet menopause can present, you know, so differently in women.
Yeah.
So it's not this perfect map where you realize you're on that path. Menopause could wrap itself up quickly in one woman and be a 10-year period in another, pun intended, another woman's case. Some women present with hot flashes or certain symptoms. Some women don't. And if it wasn't for Gayle bringing me into this conversation initially, I would not be going into this journey, of which I'm still in perimenopause and have been for years, and not out of the woods in any way. I would not have been brought in to this empowerment, this excitement, this knowledge, a club, if you will, when it can feel so isolating and confusing.
I think it's a privileged club to be in because it shows that we're still alive and we're still very vibrant. But the key for you, I thought, Sharon Malone says this too, the doctor, menopause is inevitable, suffering is not.
Right.
Because we're all raised to think, oh, when it comes, it's going to be awful, it's going to be terrible. You're saying suffering is not inevitable.
That's on the back of the book, and it's stated in bold type because it's succinct.
So many of my patients, well, now I just do menopause care, which is a blessing.
Oh, that's all.
And
okay.
My patients will come in and say that they have seen 5, 6, 7, 8 doctors maybe before they found someone who could, or they read something I wrote or saw me on social media where they were like, whoa, my joint pain, fatigue, weight gain, headaches, insulin resistance, high cholesterol, this is all related. And they had no idea that that could be the case.
Some of the medical things that you bring up in the book were very illuminating, and I felt like even with our discussions on Oprah Daily with that big panel we were so lucky enough to do that you brought me into again, the medical aspects that come with it are so eye-opening and so important to look out for. And that's a big part of the conversation that you're having in your book that I'm not hearing elsewhere. So I really appreciated being aware that I need to look out for those things, as well as my own symptoms.
Yeah. I mean, you even do a symptom toolkit where she takes a symptom by symptom.
Yes.
And what you can look out for and what you can do about it.
Right. So
I'm glad Drew's talking about it. I'm glad you're talking about it so publicly with no shame and embarrassment, because that is what it's going to take, don't you think?
I do, absolutely. I love that, you know, people in very public jobs are sharing their experiences, because I really believe that we need to normalize this conversation.
Yes,
we need to talk to our daughters. We need to talk to our family members. We need to make this, it is a normal, natural part of life, but it doesn't come without some suffering.
I live in a household with menopause and puberty simultaneously and a hormonal circus happening, and I think I can't be the only one.
You're not.
And you still look so good and normal.
Oh,
that's the thing about
you,
Drew Barrymore.
Gayle.
Always very candid.
Well, hair and makeup help.
Drew Barrymore and Dr. Haver, thank you so much. The New Menopause goes on sale tomorrow, wherever you like to buy your books.